Welcome back to my channel. My name is Trace. If it is your first time here and it's your first time you're stumbling across my face, I create lifestyle content on this corner of YouTube. So I share a little bit of what I enjoy creating. So that could be cooking content, DIY projects, vlogs, long form and short form content. So just sharing the things that I really do enjoy. So if you like to cook, if you love beauty products and you like a little bit of this and a little bit of that, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this journey. Now, in today's video, I am taking you through a moving diary. Now, what I'm going to do with this video, I'm going to chunk it throughout the process. So it's not going to be something that was done in, well, it's in real time because I'm doing it in the moment. But when you see it, you're basically going to see the good, the bad, and the ugly of it all. I'm sure at some point there will be some emotions. My battery light is flashing, but we're gonna get through the intro, roll with it, and I'll swap you guys out. But yeah, it may or may not be an emotional ride. I know that it probably will be just because of the nature of who I am. And if I'm being completely honest, the last three and a half years have been spent in here. I mean, it's been a mix. I've been splitting my time, of course, but over the last year and a half, I've mostly spent a lot of my time in Montreal, seldomly going back home to visit. So I promised myself when I moved, I wasn't going to make it a home, but I made it a home because I'm spending so much time in it, and the bare bones just wasn't cutting it anymore. I wanted to come in here and I wanted it to feel like a home, no longer just a space that I was occupying. But with that, life happens, right? So I have to pack up my home. I have to take this home, parts of this home, with me wherever I end up next. And the reason I'm moving is because I've applied for master's programs and I'm not quite sure where I'm going to land just yet. So as I transition that, I'm going to go back home. And when I say home, I mean my hometown of Ottawa for a little bit, and it'll be nice. It'll be nice to be there and to submerge myself in that. And Montreal will always be home. I was born here. I was definitely not raised here. I spent some time here when I was younger. So I'll always, Montreal will always have a soft spot in my heart. It'll always be my second home. It'll always be a place that I can come back to, because you never know. You never know where the wind might blow you. But I'm a suburban girl. I love the suburbs. I love the feels of that. But we could always do a different video where I break up the two, what it was like living in one place, living in the other, the likes, the dislikes about the two. And either way, I'm gonna go ahead, swap the battery out, tell you a little bit of what I've been doing so far for the moving process, and then I'll take you through what we're gonna do today. And yeah, let me go swap out this battery, guys. So what we're doing now is we're gonna go through my Lush stuff. I have a ton. I just texted a girlfriend to see if she wanted any. I'm just sorting through it. I'm gonna just grab my bath bombs, but what I like about the really big canisters is they give you kind of like stuffing, I guess, just so that it doesn't get damaged in transport. So what I'm doing is I'm going through them. This one is by far my favorite one. It is called Sex Bomb. It has rose petals on the inside. It is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Hope you guys are not too close to me. I will show you how many bath bombs I have in a sec. So that's what I was talking about. So I'm just going to sprinkle some into a box that I have. So that's what I put in there. And then, so there is a rainbow one. There we go. So my friend that I texted, there's a bunch of rainbow ones. So these are them here. I got them when I used to work at my old job. We always get Lush donations for volunteer events. So that's always nice, like their corporate giveaway. So a lot of these are repeats. So this is another one there. Sorry if it seems like I'm like inhaling through my nose a lot. This one broke. It's supposed to be an apple with a worm. The worm, I think, was much longer than this, but yeah, so that's just either his bottom or his top. So maybe I can find the other part of the worm. Yeah, I can. Sorry. So this is the other part of the worm. I'm just gonna pop them in there. Then we have this here. We have a volcanic foot mask. I'm probably not going to pack that. I'll leave that out. Again, as you can see in the box, they give you some of those, which is nice. I'm really hoping that I'm able to pack everything in here. Okay, so those are the empty bags because I have another box. This also has a Lush in there. And then I have the other ones that I just took out. So I'm just looking, you know, I have a bigger box. I was wondering, like, will my bigger box be too big? But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer those into the bigger box. I'm going to go back and listen to some Craig David. We're having a good old time over here. Okay, so I have you all props on like a makeshift tripod. I have you on top of one of my meal replacement shake containers. So if you can see any clutter, ignore. This is just a box. Actually, we'll get into this. I was going to pack it in a box, but it's still in a box, so I'm gonna leave it in the box. This is a kettle that my cousin had gifted me for Christmas. I'm going to keep it. I don't have any plans of opening it now. I will open it when I get to my new space. I don't need to open a kettle. My mom, she has plenty of kettles. So I did say we would do this for about an hour to 2 hours. So we're making good timing. It is 12:13, so it'll probably take me until 12:40 to load up this box. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna go through my cupboards and take out probably most of my glassware and maybe some stuff in another cupboard, just pots and stuff that I'm not using. I haven't really thought about it yet. I know that I do want to declutter, so I already have some stuff in my storage that I'm going to take to Renaissance. It's basically like your Value Village, Salvation Army. It's just another thrift store. So I've been slowly doing that over the time I've been bringing stuff to them. So yeah, I want to go through some containers that I'm not using that can go to another home. And yeah, so last box for the day. And next week when I go in, I think I'll wait till Friday and then I'll pop downstairs, and I'll probably have to bring my car to receiving, which will be fine, because I mean, depending on how many boxes. I was talking to one of the custodians and she said, oh, you know, there's plenty of boxes, because she just happened to be on the floor where my office was, and I seen the two bin like boxes outside, and they were for paper towel. So she just happened to be cleaning that floor all day, so whatever boxes I could get from her, I could. But she did say to me, she said, if you need more boxes and you're moving, they have tons downstairs. They're broken up and you just have to put them together, which I had to put some together today anyways, because I needed to transport them to my car. So I'm basically, no rhyme or reason, this was already on my stovetop and I was cleaning it. So it is just a glass clear pot that I had bought over the holidays for doing the potpourri and all of that stuff. So the plan also with this is to probably pack up dishes that I'm not going to use while at my mom's. The point of packing is to basically leave everything in boxes until I transition to my next space. So yeah, it's basically what we're doing. It's gonna be weird, kind of living out of bags and not having boxes, and my bedroom's going to be a storage area when I go back. So life is going to be chaotic for the next little bit. I'm trying to keep it as zen here because I don't have to see it as often, but then I'm going to be in transition. So maybe what I can do is find somewhere in the house that I can store stuff where I won't have to look at it continuously, but it's going to be next to impossible because I had a whole landing area before where like my treadmill used to be on, and now they've done their own thing, so it's next to impossible for me to store anything on my landing. But either way, I'll figure it out. But we'll finish up this box, and then we'll reflect, I guess, and spend a little bit more time together because I still need to make something to eat. So let's continue packing. This is heavy. Thank goodness I'm the one who's going to be moving this time around. I know what's what. Fragile, delicate. And I wasn't thinking, I don't have any tissue to wrap things, so I kind of had to like finesse it a bit. I'm literally leaving myself with just enough, like, bare bones. How many bowls does somebody need? How many cups does somebody need? I'm literally leaving myself with what I need to get by. It's kind of tricky because I do use some of my plates to plate my meal prep and finesse things that way. But either way, we're just gonna have to ride the wave and hug it out, so things may look a little bit different for my content, but I don't care. I want to get this done. I want it to be smooth. I know that I have like the whole month of May, but no, I literally want to spend that time like cleaning whatever's left and like looking on out. So it may be a waste of money, but at least I know that I've like planned accordingly, gotten my things done. So I'm gonna go put this away. I'll show you a dent of what we made. I know it might not seem like a big dent in this lovely space that is home. And then we'll cook something together, and we're just on time. It is 12:46, so 2 hours and change, and then we'll spend the rest of the day just chillaxing. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, so it's a little bit time later since you've seen me last. It is 1:47, so I was making something to eat. We are pretty much as packed up as we're going to be, so I will take that stuff with me next weekend, and then I'll just continue to pack in increments. So I ended up making myself a dirty omelet. And when I say dirty, it just means that it broke in the process, and it's a little bit well done, but I don't mind. I like my omelet like that, not broken, but well done. Some really like dehydrated crisp bacon that I made in the air fryer. I weighed that out. It's 0.3 of a gram, or sorry, not even a gram, 0.3 of an ounce. That's crazy. I'm just gonna track it as 0.5. And then I have 46 grams of an avocado, and then I have my protein bagels that I made prior to this, and then I just have a coffee. I made myself another coffee. This seems like a big boy, but it's one full capsule of an espresso capsule and then a half. So it's a full and then a short. So seems like a lot. There's a bit of almond milk in there, and then I just put some foam on top. I've been liking the cold foam, but to like stay within my mindset, my goals, my lifestyle, I have it only on the weekend. And when I say weekend, I mean I only have it on a Saturday with my Saturday coffee. That's it. The rest of the week, my coffee is black or I'm drinking tea. Then I have a banana and I have my tumbler full of water. I'm on about my 3rd tumbler for the day. So that's that. That's how we're doing. We're staying hydrated and, you know, sticking to our goals and the plan. So that's that. I'm literally just going to chill out for the rest of the day. Feeling really productive. I did my cardio this morning. You saw I packed up. I'm going to work on a paper. So I did say that I had to. Usually what I will do is I will split my day. So I'll do part of one paper and then I'll do another one. But I figured not to like overwork myself because I have a tendency to do that and I need to learn to just like chill. So I'm going to do one today and I'll do the other tomorrow. And then I keep forgetting about it, but I need to redo my speaking notes. So my MC notes for a special event that I'm doing at my internship that, as I said, or I talked about earlier, that things are not going as planned. So this special event is kind of just looking very murky and it's not for trying and not planning. It's just the way things happen. And I have a tentative schedule, but I'm literally just going with letting the chips fall where they fall for this event. That's all I can do. You know, I'm trying to be very adaptable, but I'm an organized person and I like to try and, you know, kind of plan. I know we can't predict everything, but I like to plan for like the unforeseeable and just kind of trying to stay organized because I don't want things to just be a complete flop. But yeah. So what I will do is probably start with my MC notes because those are going to take 2 seconds to tweet, reprint them, and then I will do my, I'll work on my paper. So the next time you guys will see me is when I touch down in Ottawa. So I know there's going to be a lot of lapses in between and I'm probably going to have to make a mental note of what took place on what day because I like to put the dates, especially when they're not like it's like a progressive vlog or progressive video. I like to put the dates. So, but also when I upload it, it'll tell me what date it was uploaded on. So that's another thing that I can do. But I think just to make my life easier, I will do, I'll either start editing it so that it's not so much work or labor when I have to compile everything together. But that's my problem. That's a problem for me. So I'll figure that out. But yes, you will see me next time in Ottawa. Okay, so the lighting is not the greatest and my camera is on a really weird angle because I can't pop you guys up. I know you're seeing more steering wheel than anything and I can't sit further back because my bun is too low. I've been wearing like a lower bun. But as you can see, the car is full. I mean, it's not full to the maximum. I don't know what was going on with my seat on the right. I can't bring it down, so I can only put the left side down, but it's good. We had enough room for everything. I'm giggling because just about enough room for everything. I was gonna go pick up my mom right when I get in. That's my ritual. I go, I get her, and then we can get situated. I just bring her home one time. It's a little bit easier. It's like it saves time because I would be passing, like I'm driving through the city and then I have to pass to get her, which means I'm going to be driving back to the city. Sorry if I'm not looking at you and I'm looking around. It's because obviously I'm just driving. I'm getting out of the city. But surprisingly enough, there was not a lot of traffic. I don't want to jinx myself when I have to go back onto the 40. But so basically I'm going to go home and I'm going to drop the stuff off because there's nowhere for her to sit. I mean, sit comfortably, I don't know if it would work, but I just got started on my route and probably going to take me the 2 hours, so I won't be back in Ottawa until about 9:30. And then we'll touch base then. I'll show you all where I'm putting the stuff. I'm literally going to be putting it in my room. I already have some stuff there. I believe it's just sneakers and clothes that I have. I hung up the clothes in my closet last time, and the sneakers are laid out on my floor. But I just wanted to touch base real quick before I hit the road and just listen to some music. I was on the phone with my cousin. We're gassed up. We're good. We have some snacks, and I will see you guys when I get home. And of course, you will get to see Henny. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I am home. Ignore Henny. Henny's been like at it for a minute. I'm hoping he'll stop. Henny, shh. Just stop. Just stop, baby. So I'm gonna make it quick because I've been home for a little bit and I just want to try and well, I organized everything mostly. So I'm gonna show you real quick what I'm working with. So ignore the disaster. But as I said earlier, I had my stuff in garbage bags. So I made like makeshift garment bags. Some of this is not going to get open. So this one here is going to be a bag of coats. I won't need that. This is, I believe, summer clothes. So there's summer shirts in there. And then this is just tied at the bottom. It has some dresses. So it'll be easy to open and go through. I will keep them on the hanger and in the bag. That way it's just easy peasy. Ignore. This room is kind of like a junk room. It's my bedroom, but I don't have anything in it. So essentially things get stored in here. Like there's a Scrabble game in here that's not mine. The bookcase, it's just makeshift stuff. So I'm really just trying my best to ignore, like get not the clutter. So I will show you how I have the boxes stacked up so far. So that's everything that I pretty much packed and brought this time around. Henny is all up in my grill here. I brought this last time. It was Christmas stuff. Of course, you can see Henny's toy right there. And then I have my shoes that I also did bring last time. They're not in boxes. So he's manhandling my bed. He's like throwing everything off the bed. He's speeching me off. He wants to know why I'm here, what I'm doing with all of these boxes. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab my mom, and I guess this is to be continued. Started moving, so it's gonna be Moving Diaries, and we're just gonna document the whole entire journey, whatever it will be, because I know there'll be ups, some downs, some highs, some lows. I'm already feeling the highs and lows and the waves of everything, because I mean, as much as I knew it was going to be temporary and it was going to be short term, I have built myself a little bit of a life in Montreal, even though I knew it was going to be for the short term. But I'm not upset or saddened by change. I guess it's saying the goodbyes and all that stuff. Saying goodbye to closing a chapter. And on that note, I'll see y'all when I see you in this. How did the days of our lives go? I think these are the days of our lives. These are the days of moving. The moving saga will continue. So I'll see you.